We're here with Steven Jayson at Universal Orlando Resort, and we're in a very special new eatery. You can walk into the world of The Simpsons now. We're in Moe's Tavern, and you've got a number of eateries that we all know and love from the show, like Krusty Burger and Luigi's. So can you kind of tell us, well, first of all, were you a Simpsons fan before you started working on this project?
I have been watching The Simpsons for a number of years because I have a, well, now a 15-year-old teenage boy. So, you know, for years he was a Simpsons kind of fan, yes.
Oh, that's great. So what was it like then to be able to actually in real life create like a big sloppy burger that Homer would eat, or that classic Duff beer? What was it like to bring those to life?
There's a lot of things that we've brought to life here at Universal Orlando over the last 24 and a half years that I've been here, and this was, again, a very, as I said earlier, a very fun project, because the whole Simpsons thing is all fun. So this was a lot of fun, going out and meeting Matt and the rest of the people with the Simpsons. That was just a treat too. And then making the dishes for them and having them pretty much love everything we did all went over very well. And you know, since we've opened up the restaurant, now we've had some great feedback from our guests, a lot of blogs on the internet, and a lot of positive feedback. I think Krusty Burger was like the #1 or 2 thing hit on Yahoo one day a couple of weeks ago. So, but to create it all was just a lot of fun because, you know, of course, whenever you work with food, you want to make something that's wholesome and good and tastes good. But at the same time, for here, you wanted to make it a little bit kind of silly and sloppy and fun. You know, so we came up with things where the Krusty Burgers loaded up with a couple of different sauces, and by the time you start biting into it, it's drooling down the sides a little bit, you know, and so you feel a little bit like Homer Simpson, you know, and those kind of things.
Absolutely, and can you show us one of those Duff beers and tell us a little bit about that iconic brand that we've been seeing for years, and now you can actually drink it here.
Right here in Moe's Tavern, okay? And then soon to come the Duff's Garden and some other places. But it's a great beer. Like I was just saying earlier, it's a little light, nice and light in flavor, a little malty, so it's got a great flavor to it. I'm not a huge beer kind of connoisseur, but I think this is a very, very nice beer for people in general that enjoy beer. I think they're going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, on a hot Florida day, I'm sure. I see you enjoy it yourself. And then one last question. I understand you have one other iconic thing here, the Flaming Moe. Can you tell us about bringing that drink to life?
Well, the Flaming Moe, you know, is kind of like, what is it, and what do we want it to be? So obviously with the whole flaming idea, you know, we put the flames on the side of the cup, put the name on the cup to identify that all, but we wanted to have something going on there, and we developed a way to do something where we actually had that drink kind of smoking when it was handed to you, like it was on fire, so to speak, and for a moment, you know, for a minute or two, you'd have that thing going on and that interaction, and it made it very unique. And then you have the color of it, that kind of that orange, like it's on fire color.
Absolutely, and it's very tasty. I can say I've had Krusty Burger, I've had Flaming Moe. I recommend everything. So thank you so much for chatting with us today.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Thanks for coming out, and I hope you enjoy some of the food and all of the fun that we have here.
Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.